Standing ovation. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Tabany. Hey, Terry. Thank you so much, Terry. Hey, Dreamy Girl. Hey, Robin. Hey, Brown Sugar. Beth, you changed me. Hey, Danny B. Joanne, Twin Mommy. Welcome in, y'all. Hit that like button for me, please. Very entertaining. Thank you, baby. Y'all come on in and hit that like button for me. Thank y'all for joining. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Y'all go ahead and clap y'all hands in this chat and give Carlos a standing ovation for being a fuck nigga. Clap y'all hands, baby. Clap y'all hands for Carlos. He has done it yet again. He has done that shit again. Okay. They said, can y'all put the pink hearts in the chat for Meeks, baby? He has done it again. Okay. He wins the award for the best fuck nigga ever. He does. I know y'all hear everybody talking about it. I talked about it some last night. Hey, everybody coming in. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, y'all. Woo, hey, Joanne, Brown Sugar. Hey, Miss Linda. Hey, Ashley. Ranithia. Hey, girl. Hey, that one. But yeah, hey, Tammy. So hey, Lakey. So basically, he done it again. And like, I'm just, y'all, I can't even tell y'all. Like, I promise y'all, I don't even know why we do it. We human, but we go places that trigger us and we shouldn't. And we know better. We know better because I was so triggered because it would be so different if this person was known, number one, the person carrying the message was known for telling the truth. If you really felt like they really believed the shit that they were saying, it would be so different. You got to remember who you even allowing to be the messenger. You see, when you know better, you do better. And people keep saying, oh, they need to do their research. They need to do their research because your track record is gonna be brought up. People's track record. Oh, Romika, fuck it. Romika's track record is gonna be, and so is his, and so is his. But they need to do their research because this how murder trials go. Well, Carlos should have did his research before he decided to choose who he was gonna let be the messenger of his messages. And we're not gonna act like he don't know, because he probably did. He probably did do some research. And what he figured out is, I know, I see you're the one that's gonna go along with my bullshit. You're the one that's gonna help me fabricate this shit and put it out like this. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that's trying to catch a bag off this. So let me give it to you because it sounds good. It sounds good. And you got a few hundred people that is believing you. And so that's what he's doing. He know that he he's doing what he used to, and she's doing what she's used to. They're used to using people. They're used to using people. And that is how it's definitely gonna work. It's definitely gonna work. It's a great relationship right now because what he needs to understand, and I hate it. Sometimes I be just sitting back like, people really can't be this stupid. You really can't be this slow. This is content for a content creator. This is for them to make money. Y'all sit back, y'all ask yourself this question. Ask yourself this question. Do y'all see any content creators posting videos that could have only came from Romika phone? Do y'all see any content creators posting videos that only could have came from Meek's phone? What's the motive? Why is he trying to cut? What's he? Why do he got to make her look like such a badass person to the world that he swear he don't care about? To the world that he swear we gonna hear his story one day. Why he gotta give it to you? Why he won't come tell it? Excuse me. Why is he trying so hard to paint this narrative? All the you know, they keep saying, oh, in the Latrue sector, in the Latrue sector, in the Latrue sector, all this shit y'all talking about, y'all couldn't stand a nigga like Carlos. Y'all couldn't stand a nigga to act like he was just doing nothing. Like he was just this meek, quiet, non-confrontational. Y'all know the last man in the Latrue sector, when he wasn't coming out of his body, when he wasn't saying nothing, when he was quiet, y'all had a lot to say. But now Carlos is just this little meek, non-confrontational, quiet victim. Mm. Make it make sense. Cause it's just, I know 2 plus 2 is 4. I know 2 plus 2 is 4. That's why I got a mask on his face. Cause he's definitely 2 different personalities. Y'all wasn't there. Ain't that what y'all kept saying? How y'all know? Y'all wasn't in their household. How the fuck do you know? How can y'all so quick say, I'm gonna go through that with y'all. How can y'all so quick say, somebody under them comments they saying, well, this da, 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 the content creator? Not true. How the fuck do you know? Were you in those people's house? Was you on them telephone calls? How are you so confident to say what was not true that maybe that nobody knows? They're like, well, maybe this could no. How do you know that? How do you act like so you're so sure? And how do you put yourself in every fucking situation? That is why you're not gonna go further. That is why you're not gonna go further because when you put yourself out here like you was actually there in every situation that you cover, you're not going to go far. You wasn't there. If this was the La Truth sector, I just gotta give it to y'all like this. If this was the La Truth sector, and a man that was saying, "Oh, I loved her. Oh, we planned Amir. I love her. All these things." But yet he out here giving the information to a motherfucker that's dragging her in the mud. Y'all would have ripped La Truth apart. Y'all did, actually. When y'all start protecting these type of niggas is my question. Was it to fit a narrative? When did y'all start when did y'all start respecting and protecting these type of niggas? We know men can be DV victims. We know that. We're very we all know that. Most of the people that's here, yes, there's a lot of new people because it's now the Justice for Romika sector. But we already know that a lot of us know that men can be DV victims. That's not a fucking question. We've seen it before. That's not a question. It's not a question. But he wasn't. And if we're going to say he was, then she was. You see how that worked? They were victims of each other. How about that? Don't that sound a little bit better? Since we, mm, don't that sound a little bit better? They both was. The only difference is his narc ass, and I'm gonna say it every time, he recorded her. That's the only difference. You come on, man. Y'all already know a sneaky motherfucker ain't gonna record shit they do. He knew he was recording. He knew he was recording. Oh, look, he's not even raising his voice. Oh, look, why would he? He knows he's fucking recording. This is common sense. Y'all use that shit when y'all use this same shit that we saying right now that I'm saying right now. Y'all use this on y'all last big story. Y'all use this on y'all last big story, but now that y'all in this story, oh, it's just that goes away, and we just gonna forget that we ever said those things. That just goes away. Let's just bury that shit. We finna use this over here because I need to make a couple coins. Okay. I was listening to Kim today. Shout out to Kim's reaction. I was listening to Kim today. Kim said a lot of good shit. Y'all need to go listen. But Kim, I'm gonna tell you, sis, you kept saying these ladies is older. They don't understand today new age relationships and new age slang. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They do. They don't want to, but they do. They do. The one that's covering over there, you know, they say fuck nigga, pussy nigga. Yes, they do. They know new age slang. They say the fuck. Yes, they do. They know exactly what's going on. They don't want to, but they do. Let me read some comments. Yeah, he was. He was. He definitely was. Like, I feel like when you're clearly setting the stage for something when you keep recording somebody. You're setting the stage. So I'm just going to keep saying, he know what the fuck he was doing. He know what he was doing. He knew when the time came that he was going to push these record. Oh, she was off the chain. She was she was violent. She was this. Look what she did around our son. And let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. What did he do in front of his son? Even though the baby was a baby. Well, how long was he holding her down? Well, how long was that baby crying when she was telling him to get off of her? Oh, that's our job to talk about, huh? That's just Romika supporters' job to talk about, huh? Y'all ain't gonna keep it 1,000. Y'all not gonna keep it 1,000. Should she have been doing that? No. But should he have been doing? No. Absolutely not. People talking about her fucking parenting skills. Her parenting skills. How much did you see him with him? Ooh, I know you lying, gossip and giggles. I know you lying. But then let's rewind. We gonna talk about parenting skills? Cause y'all swear Brianna was the mother of the motherfucking year. Was it because she got a little change? Y'all swear she was the mother of the year. The same one that let a nigga tell somebody to suck his dick in front of her baby. The same one that was including her child, her kids, and oh, didn't he do this? Didn't he do this to the door? That's not a good mom. Letting somebody punch her son in the chest, that's not a good mom. But y'all didn't see that. Y'all didn't want to see that, but y'all see it now. Y'all see it now. He's a freaking manipulator and woman beater and a zesty punk. He is a punk. Terry. Hey, Special K. Hey, Miss Foxy. I don't know if I spoke to Miss Foxy. Miss Foxy, I read your post. I actually shared this. I actually got it so I can share it because I wanted to say something about that. That lady going through some and she done got herself caught up being all emotional and too invested. Yes. And then hollering people so emotional. This is that shit is emotionally invested. It was like, y'all look, peep game. You was on a live while you said alive. Like the video must have just been sent to you. It just said sent, you know? Y'all was on a live. You had your second live already ready to go. Cause you was like, oh, this the one. This the one. Oh, let me show this one. But that shit was embarrassing. And I mean that. That was embarrassing. I would have never wanted the world to know that. I would have never wanted the world to know that. Y'all thought that shit embarrassed Romika, but that shit embarrassed Holly to the fullest extent. Too real. Carlos, he recorded when he beat up Romika. She had Amir in her arms and he was crying. He throws Romika to the wall and the floor. Amir was three weeks old, a 3 week old baby boy. Now listen, even in the police report, like the knot on his head came from his own fucking self. Like y'all cannot be serious out here. It came from head butting her. But we know men can be DV victims, but that bitch ass nigga is not, and these so-called CCs that supported him needs a reality check or a mental one. Another thing. Okay, let me read Foxy's. My thing is, why aren't people posting videos of Holly in a good light since they support her? Why not let Romika rest in peace? They not gonna do that though. They not. That's just not the way it go, Foxy. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. Just like the media, oh, the media is shaping this case. Oh, the media. That's so fucking untrue, right? Because if the media was really shaping this case, y'all know Lulu, she'd be in jail already. Because the media real loud about Lulu. The family real loud about Tyrone. She'll be in jail already. That's an excuse that y'all using because the media ain't got shit to do with the facts. The media has nothing to do with the evidence. Yeah, that's why he was calm on that phone. That's why he was calm. There go your answer right there, Miss Foxy. Stop knocking on my door. They know they just don't want to hear it. They wasn't born yesterday. Her like he playing her like a fiddle, and soon he will stop. She will stop when they come for her little nappy headed self. It's a shame, you know what I'm saying? Like I really do think it's a shame that somebody will actually go until they in trouble. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to stop before while I'm a motherfucking head. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all before, I am a lesson learner. Okay? I am a lesson learner. I want to stop before I'm ahead. He a victim, but he bruised her eye like that. Unfucking believable. Yeah, but you know they're gonna say, "Oh, she stabbed him in the foot." How she get on the ground and stab him in the foot? So we're not gonna look at, or we're not gonna speculate about what the whole story could have been. We just gonna speculate on the shit that we want to make fit. I'm older and I understand very well. Thank you, Gigi. I've been young, but I'm not stupid. Abusive men always have been around. Narcissistic people always have been in play. Please, he is a manipulator and is. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. You said that very well. That one say y'all get them likes up and smash that good old like button. So I was on the phone earlier, right? And I was like, oh, somebody called me about my thumbnail. Thank you. Yes, welcome in, everybody. Somebody called me about my thumbnail, right? And they was like, Romika wasn't confused. And I said, you know what? You're right. Let me flip that. She wasn't confused. She wasn't confused. She knew exactly what the fuck was going on. She knew he was lying. She knew everything. She had been with him the longest. Man, hold on. Let me see something. The only person that was confused and led on, he led both of them on. But the only person that was confused was Holly. Cree, Carlos broke Romika in her ribs. He got mad because she was in a club. He slapped her face. Q is live right now. He said Carlos got another woman pregnant. He been saying that, which is probably very true because I'm gonna play the video for y'all, and then we can go from there. I'm also about to drop this link. Um, y'all come up here. Somebody come up here. I want to talk to myself. Let's go. Well, I know I'm talking to y'all, but y'all know what I mean. In some CC's mind, they think the more they spew out lies for Holly, her fate will change. It's not changing. It's not changing. And I try to make it very clear. Yes, people records show up. Yes, they look at repetition, all that shit. But the fact of the matter is the repetition, even in this video, was not towards Holly. Okay? She called Holly a bitch. She was like, right, he never gonna say yes, bitch. You know what I'm saying? She did that. Right? But at the same time, it's not like she was loud and hollering at her. You know what I'm saying? She was calm too. She ain't get up. She ain't get mad at nobody but that nigga. Yeah, they are syncing themselves because it's not creating reasonable doubt at all. Hold on. That can go away. I think this one can too. So yeah, let me share. One thing about a lie, one thing about it, they can lie on the internet, but that ass going to prison. Hope he go to, and that's a fact. He is. He going straight. She's going straight there. She's not coming home. She's not pass and go. Let me take this comment down. Holly laughed. Okay, I'm gonna play it again. Y'all couldn't hear it. Hold on. There y'all go.
You a bum. Look how you look. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum. Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at? No, why are you arguing with her? You tweaking, man. She claim you her baby daddy. You her baby daddy, Loves. You her baby daddy. We gonna see. Exactly. Then she ain't never gonna say yes. She said you was in the club saying Holly your baby mama. He was just in the club saying what, Holly? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama? I guess so, yeah. You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama? Yeah. Why you just hit me? You was? You was in the club saying Holly your baby mama? Hey, back. Okay.
Y'all heard it. So, who called who? Who called who? Let's put a one in the chat if Romika called Holly. Let's put a two in the chat if Holly called Romika. And let's put a three in the chat if none of us know who called who. Tabany, you say she called Romika. Brandy, you said three. That means we don't know who called who. Three, we don't know who called who. He recorded everything except September 8th. Isn't that so funny, Brianna? Ain't that so funny? Sabby, you said three. Twin Mama, you said two. Okay, period. Um, Sexy Mama Libra, you said three. Or gave her the phone, or he gave her the phone. You said, oh, you said he probably called her phone, his phone, and Romika answered it, or he gave her the phone. Hey, Creed, thank you for telling me to go live because sometimes I be thinking I do too much. You did not do too much at all. You did not do. It was a great live. Lakey, you said 3. That's her phone. Brandy said, thank you so much, Miss Lysandra. Welcome in, baby. 3323. Okay. So for the people that's saying, what you mean, Brandy? Who the phone for? So the people that's saying 3, I will have to agree. We don't know who called who. So how is people so certain of this is a call from Romika? Kim, I'm finna come back. But how are people so certain that this call started by Romika calling Holly? Nobody asked that question. Brandy, that's something we don't know. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why you can't just push it out here to push it and fit what you wanted to. We don't know who phone it was. We don't know who phone it was. But we don't know who called who either. Why? Because Carlos said Romika called her. Then y'all wonder why they said that man was not a credible witness. Now y'all wonder. Y'all shouldn't be wondering no more. This is one of the reasons he's not a credible witness right here. This right here also shows if he wanted to be taken serious as a witness for Holly, he wouldn't be doing this shit. But he's doing it. He's operating now like he did before any of this happened. He only gives a fuck about Carlos. He only gives a fuck about how Carlos is being seen. He only gives a fuck about Carlos's character. And that's it. Because if he really cared, he wouldn't be pushing this shit out like that to people to bring out here when we know this only came from his phone. He will be trying to stay under the radar to prove that he could be a credible witness. That's a shame. That's a shame. And nobody want to sit back and really see it's, oh, he was a survivor, or he was a victim, or he was this, that, and the other. But nobody really wants to sit back and see that this man didn't give a fuck about shit. He wanted to have his cake and eat it too. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. He wanted to tell her one thing and tell her another thing. Couldn't even stand on that shit when it was time to. If I had to listen to this video, let's listen to it. If I listen to this video right here, it will make me feel like he cared more about Romika's feelings because he couldn't be truthful for her, to her, about, yeah, that's my baby. Because if you was in the club, and then it's like, Holly, so I'm gonna tell y'all something. That is a childish ass mindset. Because when he said we'll see, if you was gonna sit on the phone and do all that antagonizing and laughing, you should have been like, Los, what the fuck you mean we'll see? If y'all ain't together, why the fuck can't you just tell her? If y'all co-parenting, why the fuck can't you just tell her it is what it is? Because that's not what it was. He didn't even have to be there. He didn't even have to be in that hotel room. Oh, he was trying to do the family thing. No, he was. He was with somebody. That's why he was hiding it from the person that he was with. It don't take a fucking rocket scientist. Because if he was just co-parenting, I'm sure that hotel got at least 60 rooms in it. Y'all think they all was taken? Why couldn't he go to another room? We want to see the call from the beginning, not the middle when Meek's going in. This ish is all a plot and he's straight pussy. Excuse my language on your chat. You just fine. He is. He is. That's exactly what he is. He was the mastermind behind everything. Was that Roll phone or Los? We don't know. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Ebony. My opinion, Holly called Los though. Could be. Could be. Now, I'm gonna play it again because in my opinion, in my that's absolutely something that could have happened, right? But in my opinion, nobody knows who called who. But if I had to guess, Holly called in, right? Holly called in. Let's listen to the antagonist. We really finna listen to it because she was real calm. She had her arms crossed just like they said she did on September 8th, sitting on the bed and saying, "You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum." That sounds like some. Why are you calling? Type. Why are you calling? What do you want? Then she goes on to say, "Who is your baby daddy? Where your baby daddy at?" She tells her it's Los. He can't even stand on it. He can't even stand on it. He said, "Why you arguing with her?" Let's point that out. Why you arguing with her? You know what I'm saying? Let me add some context to that. Why you arguing with her? She ain't nobody. She ain't nobody to be arguing with. Y'all don't come on now, y'all. Come on now. It's so many things that could have been pointed out in here. Why you man? Why you arguing with her? He said, "Why you arguing with her like I'm here with you? Fuck her." That thank you. Thank you. It did. It did. Somewhere else on the phone, pregnant, Ebony. Somewhere else on the phone, pregnant. Because me personally, let me tell you something. To co-parent doesn't mean that we got to be in the same room. It doesn't mean that we got to be in the same room. If you felt like she was so violent, if you felt like she was, you know what I'm saying, you moved on and this, that, and the other, and y'all not together, why couldn't you go to another room? You didn't even have to stay at the same hotel. She didn't even have to know your location. She just could know you was there and you will be attending the festivities for the birthday. Oh, thank you. Infinite Decors. Thank you so much. It doesn't matter who initiated the call. It sounds like mutual combat. No one was scared in this call. Thank you very much. And we're going to point that out. The laughing. The yep, he got two baby mamas. You know, you thought that was all this was antagonizing. This was mutual combat. Romika was talking, Holly was talking. Mm. Oh, but how is Lil Los? But is Lil Los enjoying herself? Y'all stop acting like y'all don't know a sneak this when y'all motherfucking hear one. Oh, y'all, I can't even. These comments going fast. Let me see. He was. He was the man in the middle. Hey, Brandy. Oh man. That video made her look stupid in my opinion. He was in the bed with Romika while Holly was somewhere else on the phone. He could have bought her. He could have bought her, couldn't he? He could have bought her. They could have went to a different location. She wouldn't have been at the festivities, but they could have did something else when they wasn't with, you know what I'm saying, when it wasn't surrounded around a birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop, man. All right. Ebony, hey, my love. Keep doing an amazing job. Holly wasn't scared. She just needed Meeks out the picture. That's it, and that's all. And that was the plan. And that was the plan. And so the title of my live says, the plan was to keep the confusion, right? That was his plan. He never had any intentions on really being honest with either one of them for as long as he could have. For as long as he could have. And that's why that's why he is the problem. Ain't no way I'm gonna be on the phone with another woman and my dude there in her in the bed with her. For real. Um, listen, Ebony, I'm not gonna lie. This phone call would have went real different with me on the call. Okay. Because first and foremost, what the fuck do you mean we'll see? And we supposed to be together. Oh, they keep saying, oh, but he said he was not with neither one of them. Y'all, they say they like critical thinkers. I'm just trying to figure out when does the critical part come in? Because he said he wasn't with either one of them. Well, in the club, he was saying Holly was his baby mama. So that's all she was to him, was a baby mama. But he couldn't even stand on it when asked. He couldn't even give a direct yes or no. I would have went I would have went off so fucking bad. Because what is you saying? What do you mean? Why do you even got to lie to her? Why you still got to lie to her if y'all not together? Oh, the people say because she was crazy, because he knew she was gonna act up, because she knew. Da, 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 da. So y'all mean to tell me he couldn't have never told her the real truth when they was just on the phone? He couldn't have never been truthful when they was on the phone and he was nowhere in her sight where she could maybe hit him. He had no intentions on telling her ever. Let me see. Hey, discussion board. His video is going to be used against him and Holly. So carry on, Los. Keep showing them. This will not change the fate. It's not going to change her fate. I don't care how bad they try to make her look. I don't care. Like, that's what I'm saying. People don't understand. I mean, the whole, oh, he credible. How can they say he not? His statement is only one match up with such and such and such. Listen, y'all. This is why the man is not credible. Because he's doing shit like this, number one. Because clearly his statement didn't match up with everybody else's, number two. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Y'all came. Are y'all really that slow? I think Romika, I think she did good on the call. I think that it's a consistent thing that I keep seeing, and is that she did not go crazy on nobody. I don't care about the other girls that say such and such, but Los. She went crazy on Los. That's it. That's it. She wasn't sleeping with the women. She wasn't sleeping with Holly. It really was no reason for her to be going off on her. It was that nigga. I just talked about you saying that, Kim. And there was somebody in here, an older woman, that actually commented and said she's up in age and she's smarter than that. A narc is always gonna be a narc, and a liar is gonna be a liar. And they know these words, Kim. They know slang. They not crazy. They playing crazy. I don't even know why they posted this bullshit video. It still does not show Romika threatening Holly. It does not. Hey, Aisha. Um, it has nothing to do with September 8th, and Romika is not on trial. Let's all stay focused. She is not on trial. She is not on trial. Neither is Carlos. Neither is Carlos on trial. Hey, Lashina, you said you can tell Holly called. Look at Meek's body language. She was over it. She was sitting there like, you're a bomb. What do you want, bomb? How can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you calling? And and I put it on my wall. This is typical. I'm pissed off. I'm at home by myself, pregnant ass behavior. You wanted to call because you knew they was together. You knew it was that baby's weekend, birthday that weekend, or whatever day it was. You knew what it was, and you knew what you was doing. And that's why all the let's listen to the antagonizing parts. I'm gonna point them out. Hold on. I ain't even gonna. Shit, I ain't gonna be able to do it unless I share the screen.
You a bum. Look how you look. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum.
Thank you.
Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at? Why are you arguing with her?
So look, here goes the games right here. That's when the first game started. Where your baby daddy at? Man, why you arguing with her? What was he trying to do right there? He was trying not to get that answer. He was trying to stop the conversation right there. Man, why you arguing with her? Because he knew what was finna come behind it. He knew what was finna come behind it. What he was hiding.
Tweaking, man.
Why you arguing with her? You tweaking, man. He ain't said nothing. Look, he ain't said nothing, y'all, until that question was asked.
You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum. Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at?
Why are you arguing with her? Tweaking, man.
Y'all better think about it. If that is not a fucking narc move right there, that is like, damn. He was trying to figure out how to stop it.
She calling you her baby daddy. You her baby daddy, Lois? You her baby daddy?
We gonna see.
No direct answer. Y'all don't think that pissed that girl off? Y'all don't think that made her mad? She been mad. Hold on, it's coming. Ebony said, and why would he be in the club saying Holly's baby mama? Don't sound like something a person would say in the club. He said, yeah, I guess. He said, yeah, but he probably did though, Ebony. He probably did though. Because she probably was with him.
Exactly, bitch. She ain't never gonna say yes. She said you was in the club saying Holly your baby mama. He was just in the club saying, what, Holly?
She laughed. Holly laughed. right? Because this is a joke to her. It's that, and it shouldn't have been on for real. It shouldn't have been. That's when she should have really handled that nigga. I guess, yeah. What?
You was just in the club saying hi to your baby mama?
I guess so, yeah.
There's an antagonizing moment. Is Lil Los having fun though? You know, this is just this y'all.
Yeah. You was just in the club saying hi to your baby mama?
Yeah. Why you just hit me?
You was? You was in the club saying hi to your baby mama?
Hey, back.
Okay.
Yeah, now he got 2 baby mamas. This video shows that she could have been the caller. And I'm going to go back to Lakey. She could have been the caller because she wanted to prove that he had 2 baby mamas. Now, bitch, you not the only baby mama no more. You're not the only baby mama no more. That's what she wanted to prove. Just like she wanted to prove her robe was in the closet. They said that was a lie. They said that was a lie. Just like she wanted to prove that Los bought her that jacket. That was a lie. Y'all sound so fucking stupid. Somebody come on up here. Yeah, you changed me. She was trying to claim her spot. She was trying to fit in somewhere. That's what I said, Angel. That's what I said. She was, yes, she was mad. Yes, she was tense, but she controlled herself. She controlled herself with the girl, but not with him. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, but she did control herself on that call. Y'all ain't gonna never tell me. Like, let me actually hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I gotta send this to my. But did Holly sound like she was scared of Romika on that call? Because you know that is what Sherry. You gonna have to turn your camera on real quick, boo. But that and you just I could see you. Just turn it on. They can't, and you can turn it right back off. Um, did she? Okay, I can see you. Did she sound scary? Did she sound scared? Did she sound like she feared for her life? She was Yellow Blossom. She was. Hey, Sherry Blossom.
Hey, so what I want to say about the videos and every video they dropping, it's like videos of Carlos actually trying to defend himself,
Yep.
like making it try to make it seem like Ramika was the aggressor the entire time, and then Carlos never shows the whole thing of how everything actually starts. He only shows what he want people to see, but he's not showing anything defending Cordeja or Holly. Everything is about making himself to be the victim. And
Yep.
then I just wanted to say also that Holly was stupid because Carlos literally laid up in bed with Ramika next to him. You risk your freedom, your life for a nigga that's not even claiming you, not even acknowledging or want to claim the child that y'all have together. And then they're sick and delusional as well because why not want to hold Carlos accountable because he's the reason that the girl was even there where Ramika was on September 8th. Like, how are we going to forget what he played or the part that he played in it, is what I'm trying to say. And then everything that they post, Ramika was, going at Carlos. Like, why you lie? Like, you lied so much. Her problem was with Carlos. Even when Holly called her, she was
Her
checking
problem.
Carlos.
It
Yeah,
was.
she was
Yes,
checking him.
ma'am.
She never threatened. And then we have yet to hear or see Ramika threaten Cordeja. It was never about Cordeja. It was about Carlos. She never threatened that girl.
Let me say
So
this.
they can save that.
Here's what that video did prove. It proves that she goes at Carlos. You know what I'm saying? It proves that she knows her problem is Carlos.
Right.
And it also proves that Holly was not afraid of her.
Right. Because she didn't even sound like she was afraid of Ramika.
No, she
She
was
knows, she wanted to be known that, yeah, I'm his baby mama. He got a baby on the way. And then this goes back to, I remember when it first happened, when her mom, Miss Tina, said that Holly called Ramika, remember? And she wanted to say something about the rose. It's like Holly wanted it to be known that, okay, Carlos have me. Like, I'm with Carlos too. You're not the only female. You're not just his family. He's not just with you. But I don't know, but it's the sick and twisted, actually.
It is. And that's why that so Kim Reaction, you're right. That video would never stand in court because there's no context to how the phone call came about. But I'm gonna tell you
Right.
what. Let's just say they did use it. Right? What does it prove? What does it prove? It doesn't prove anything against Romika. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what they gonna
Right.
say? Well, yeah, we know they fault. We have records that says that. We know they fault. But what did that have to do with Holly? So what was it for?
I think Carlos been playing games since day one. If you actually listen to him on that video, it's like he was kind of nonchalant about everything. But I think he played games for day one. And I think Ramika finally had enough. You might just get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I
I
just think that she
absolutely
got to a
do
point
know.
where she was just sick and tired. And when she cut off all access with moving, not giving him her address, not giving him that phone number of hers and stuff like that, I don't think Carlos could have handled that. And that's when he stopped putting that battery in Cordeja bag, because why was she there? And even on September 8th, I don't believe Ramika attacked that girl. Ramika had no problems with that girl. It was with Carlos if she had to stop. And then I want to say something else too. If you look at that video when they was arresting Cordeja, and if you look at the position that Carlos' vehicle was in, it almost like Ramika had no choice but to stop. If you actually go back and look at it.
I'm gonna have to
But
go
that's a
back and
whole
look.
nother, that's a whole nother subject. But that's a whole nother subject. But if Holly had got in her vehicle and drove off on September 8th, then we wouldn't even be discussing this. This wouldn't even be a case. Ramika would still be alive with her family and her child. But Cordeja just had to insert herself as usual. I don't think
Well,
it had nothing to do with her.
let's just say this though, and a whole lot to do with him, because if he
Yeah,
would have been more direct with these two women, sorry, if he would have nipped it in the bud from the get go, if he would have been a man and actually said, if let's just say he didn't want Romika no more, right? Or
right.
he moved on. If he would have actually been a man and said that, we probably wouldn't be having this issue either. They probably
That's
could
true.
really be co-parenting. Just like
That's
we
true.
seen him on the phone call. He sat there. He let them engage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He never nipped shit in the bud.
And he actually could have took the phone from her too, instead of be like, why you want to go back and forth with her? Why you want to argue with her? He could just took the phone from her and be like, you know what, we're not going to do this. Yeah, I said that I was wrong. It's possible that I probably do have a baby with her, but this is where I want to be. Or, and then furthermore, how did she even got Ramika's telephone number? Like, that's another question. Like, what?
Yes, and that's why I did this live, because he wanted to keep the confusion. He wanted to keep the confusion because he could not be a man. He could not stand in the shit he was doing. That's it. That's all. So he can control everything. He can control the pace of how things went by not being direct with them. He could. The
Yeah,
video
but
didn't
that's
prove
all I
it.
want to say with my little 2 cents. But yeah, but
Thank
everything
you.
Carlos posting, Carlos trying to make himself seem like he's the victim. He's not doing anything to prove that Quadeja didn't do anything wrong. But it's so much as to clear his name, especially since those witnesses kept saying, he had her in a headlock, he had her in a chokehold, he had her in a bear hug. It's like every witness that's coming out or every witness that they're saying Carlos is actually in the midst of part being the aggressor. So it's like he's trying to clear himself to diffuse the situation because we all know
And
he
that's
was there according to him. That's what this is about.
it is. It really is. And he don't care about nothing but himself. And I said
But
that because at the
himself,
end of the
yep.
day, if he wanted to be, he don't even care about his own child. Why they talking about? Y'all don't want to go there. While they was talking about her parenting, he doesn't even care about his own child because I heard clearly, and I know a lot of y'all heard clearly that Amir has to get on this internet and he gets on YouTube just like my nieces and nephews downstairs do. These kids get on YouTube and they see shit, right?
Hmm.
So what's the chances of him seeing this video coming out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't care about your son because you're throwing this negative shit out about his mama who is deceased that you say you love. So you
And
don't
the
care.
sad part too, I don't mean to cut you off. The sad part too is that Amir is older now. Like her son, like this son is older, so he see and he know a whole lot more than what we do. Because again, that Carlos putting hands on Mika, that wasn't the first time. We saw that video that dropped with the body cam footage from the police where he was like a month old, and Carlos been doing this. Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah. And so in here, right here, we have, I hope y'all can see it. I'm gonna read it anyway. It says, and what this is Leslie. It says, in what circumstances can a man who has a history of physically abusing women be seen as a victim when a woman finally fights back? See, that's a big part that they don't want to talk about. They don't know. We don't know. None of us knows what was going on and how long it was going on, right? Before she actually started knocking that nigga herself, before he actually started seeing she wasn't finna no longer take that shit. So everybody lying? Cause this is coming from her aunts. In what circumstances can a man with a history? I agree. He has a history of this. Huh? And I know it was said that all these videos coming out about Romika. And it's a pattern. Well, where's the pattern? Because they say it's not a pattern with Carlos. Ain't nobody. Did anybody hear any of Romika ex-boyfriends come out and say anything about her like this?
no.
I'm I'm me either. I ain't either. So I'm just asking, like, if they did, can I see it? Because I want to see it. Did any of her have anybody heard from any of her ex-boyfriends to say that this was a pattern of hers?
Nope. But everybody said Carlos was stalking her, harassing her. Because I remember when it first happened on September 8th, when that post when somebody was like that, just seeing them. And like he was saying that he better not put his hands on that little lady. It's like he was already there, doing the same thing he did on September 8th. So I don't know. I don't know, but
They said she
nah.
threatened Holly. They even said she called multiple times that day. Oh, she called over and over and over that day. If she called over and over and over, that was the only one he recorded. If she called over and over and over, how do y'all know that?
Those folks delusional. And you gotta remember because you remember a set individual said like how they was taking those videos, manipulating it to fit a certain narrative. Like they was editing certain things out the video before they released the videos out to the public. Like it went through at least 8 people's hands. So they're really crazy to believe. I don't believe nothing Carlos say. If Carlos mouth open, he lying. If Carlos wait, he lying.
Bro, I don't believe a motherfucking word that come out of his mouth. I am
Nope.
not lying to you, and that's on God himself. I don't believe him. Nothing he say. I'm sorry. Because even in this video, did she threaten Holly?
No, she
No.
did. No.
Did she threaten Holly? There you go, Philly Girl Juice. She did not threaten. She did not holler at her or none of that.
Nope.
Threaten
She
is
just
not
checked Carlos. She checked Carlos.
even though she called her a bitch. Threaten is not calling somebody a bitch. That's not a threat. And that's just that on that. Hold on 1 second.
They forgot about Holly. They was like, let's defend Carlos. Let's try to defend Carlos. They forgot about that girl sitting up in jail with first degree plus 6 counts.
But see, it's easy for them to forget about Holly because Carlos did.
That is true. That is true.
This is Carlos being himself, only thinking about himself. So of course they forgot. They not even paying attention, or they are, and they just don't care. They're not even paying attention of who they're fighting for. Are y'all fighting for the person behind bars or the person that's free?
Exactly. It's crazy.
Waiting for a stalking. You right about that. I am that somebody. It sure will. The video, Leslie also said the video was embarrassing for him and that girl. And girl, I was like, I would never want nobody to see this. I would never want nobody to see this. I don't care. This is not defending me. What did y'all play that for? What did y'all come out here and make me look stupid for?
I was embarrassed for the girl. Actually, I was like, I can't believe she posted, and that's supposed to be her niece. Like, why would you do that? And this man literally laid up in bed with another woman.
Yes.
On the phone. Like, what?
It says it merely demonstrates that he is dishonest and never planned on claiming his child to Romika. And he didn't. He had no plans on claiming that baby at all. That's it, and that's all. It was not going to happen until the baby was here. Until the baby was here. When he ain't had no choice, because she probably was going to be like, yeah, you could take that test. You know what I'm saying? You could take that test. His statements on the video are telling. He said facts, didn't he? You want me to run it back? She said, yeah, bitch, he ain't never gonna say yes. He said facts. The identity of the caller is unclear. Thank you. See that? Social media is not a suitable substitute for a court of law. Rants, opinions, and narratives do not dictate real life outcomes. Evidence is the deciding factor, not speculation or your feelings. She is facing consequences based on facts, charges, and evidence. The system functions separately from social media, and its decision is clear. Bow. So that just goes back to what I said about the whole Lulu situation, right? Just think about that. It's a whole lot of outrage about it. The family outraged about it. Philly Girl Juice, I dropped that link for you.
I'm about to drop down, sweetie.
Okay, go ahead. You know how to get down?
You might have to push me down.
Okay. If you know what I'm saying, like if that was the case, that girl Lulu will be locked up right now if it was really based off of social media. If it was really based off of the media, she would be in jail. Somebody would be in jail. Because they not stopping. They not letting up. They pushing that shit. As they should. But at the end of the day, that's not what's going to put her in jail. It's going to have to be the facts. It's going to have to be the evidence. And that's what they did to Holly. They got the facts. They got the evidence. That's why it took 80 some days. Because they made sure. I hope they ain't pay her for that. Foxy, you asked a good question today. You said, I wonder, do male victims sit there and entertain and engage in phone calls between two women who are obviously at odds, or do they shut that shit down? I just wonder. Nope. He's a victim, right? He's a victim. If this was constantly happening, I'm not going to lie to y'all. That man could have got a whole nother room. He got a bag, don't he? He ain't have to be in the same room with her. We gonna cut the shit and we gonna cut the excuses, and that's just for real. They do, Sabby. They do. And he's not a real man at all. He wouldn't even be pushing this shit out to people. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did this prove? It's like he don't even think before he do. Because I would have sit there and said, this ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. I would, you know what I'm saying? That's how you know he kind of slow too. Because at the end of the day, that him and Holly was made for each other on God. Because at the end of the day, you would have asked yourself before you gave that out, what is this proving? Because it's proven that you're one, or unless we don't know. Like somebody said earlier, he probably a double agent. Like unless we don't know, is he trying to keep Holly in jail? We don't know. Sometimes you got to ask yourself that. You don't know. Is he trying to keep her there? Because it clearly shows you not scared. All that laughing, you not scared. But it's Lil Lo's having a good time though. Bitch, you're not scared. Cause see, you playing with me. You shouldn't even be saying my baby name out your mouth, trying to be funny. But everybody know Romika from videos. Everybody knows her character from videos. But we have yet to see one where she threatened Holly, where she attacked Holly. We have yet to see one where she actually called Holly, because that didn't prove it. But because that shit pissed me off. He did. He did. That man wanted to play games. He wanted his cake and eat it too. He's still young. That's what they do. Unfortunately, that's just what they do. You know what I'm saying? And I really wish both of them had the strength to just get away from him. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Me being the one that was pregnant and hearing you deny my baby in front of somebody saying you not with, I would have exited. That's not no small thing. That's not a small thing. I would have exited the situation. Cause not ever. You're not finna deny mine. And that's why y'all people asking, oh, we don't never see him post up. That's why. Even when the baby came, he didn't even want to really. You don't see. What do y'all see with that baby and Carlos? Maybe like 2 videos, and one of them include Amir. He still wasn't happy that happened. From the call, it showed that baby was a mistake baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That showed that baby was a mistake baby, because ain't no we'll see. She said, enjoying the content. Carlos and Harley are bums, and people trying to spin these false narratives and taking up for them are bums too. They both need to be under the jail. His time coming. His time is coming. What makes me Holly was playing in Amir hair. She knew Romika doesn't play about Amir. Well, and that's why she said, but is Amir having fun? Because she was waiting on Romika to say, bitch, don't say my baby motherfucker. People push you to try to get reactions out of you. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why were you recording? Why was they on the phone together? Because y'all both wanted a reaction out of her. Y'all both wanted to be able to record a threatening or something type of violent reaction out of her. Clearly, I'm no judge, but this video is given, if you so scared, why are you engaging? Yeah. But shit, you don't have to be the judge, because the judge already said that they was both engaging. So that's a big fact. We already know they know that's what it was. Ain't that shit funny, Kim? He knew how to push Romika buttons and when to do it. It was only when he was recording. Yes. I believe, and you know, they could take these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos, however many it is, and they can just paint the picture of her character. But they can't take over 100, 200, 300 pictures of them looking like a happy family until this lady came into the picture, though, right? Y'all can't take that. Y'all don't show them. But we're going to take 6 videos and we're going to say, yeah, this is how she was. This is her character. This is her person. But we're not going to take 200 and stuff. If you go put them in, they had so many pictures as a family. Y'all not looking at none of them. Oh, he record both of them, meaning her and Holly. Holly told Ramika that Carlos was her baby daddy. Carlos said, "Was he?" To show he was the aggressive one, but backfired. Yeah, so he did do that to show that he wasn't the aggressor. But at the end of the day, let's just think about it, right? That judge went to school. Whoever the judge gonna be, if they even tried to put this somewhere in evidence, that judge went to school. The same thing that I said, trust me, they gonna say. Of course, he's not gonna be aggressive. He was recording. He's not. He was recording. So it holds no weight, y'all. It holds no weight. It made her look like a goddamn fool. Hey, Hennessy.
Hey, sis. What's up?
What's going on? What you gotta say?
Before I skip to what I want to say, anybody that's out there in that snow or don't have to be in the snow, stay home. It took
Great.
me almost 2 hours to get my car out of a parking spot, and I have all-wheel drive.
Wow. Where
So
you at?
I'm in PA.
Wow.
Yeah,
We ain't even
so
started, babe. We ain't got nothing. It's just raining
ugh,
here. But
it's like
our
we
rain
up
turns into ice.
to like almost a foot,
Wow. And I
and I'm
think
in the
it's supposed to
rural.
go on for a minute.
Yeah, ours supposed to stay until 2 tomorrow, and we had a foot. But I can't really talk long because I'm at work. You know, I gotta take care of people and stuff. But I just want to say, I don't understand why people are like criticizing the videos that's being put out in a bad way because they're old videos.
Mm-hmm.
Show me something that happened in 2025. August, July, September. Show me something that happened around that time. Why is everything being brought up that's 2022, 2018? That's not credible to me.
Well, I feel the same way, but I'm just going to tell you. I know you don't have a lot of time, but I'm just going to tell you because in their mind, it's showing repetition, but it's not. It's showing repetition that he's a liar, that he's the middleman, that he is playing mental games with both of these women. That's what it shows. It still don't
Exactly.
show her threatening nobody. It still don't show her attacking anybody but him when she do.
Exactly. And what she's doing is what like females that's in relationships like that does that. I when I seen that video, that looks so familiar to what I've been through. Like I've been through that where
Mhm.
I'm being played and the girl's on the phone antagonizing me and then the guy is playing with my emotions. And
Me
everybody
too.
know when a man plays with your emotions, you want to slap him like don't play with me. Like and then if Holly was so upset she should have hung up the phone, or she should have not answered. Why answer? Why keep the conversation going? Why say is Little Los having fun? Or yeah, he got 2 baby mamas. You're feeding into it. So I don't see anything that says that she was scared. I see that she was provoking it, and I see Carlos was playing both sides.
And that's it.
I it's just weird to me how like certain people want to defame, want to just make it seem like Romika was just this aggressive person. She was being played with. He was playing on her top, like, and that's not right. And then
He was,
recording her. Come
yeah.
on,
He was playing on her top. I have to say it though. He was playing on both of their top. You know what I'm saying? But he knew the difference. And I talked about this a little bit last night. He knew the difference. He knew how to play with each one, right? Because Could you imagine Romika being on the side of the phone that Holly was on, and he said, "We'll see."
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
Like,
he knew how to play with each one, and that's just it.
he didn't even say yeah. He said we'll see or that's facts. He didn't say yes, I have a baby in the way. Like, don't play with my intelligence. Like, come on. And I just that video it didn't do nothing for me. I'm like, okay, this happened when little Los looked like he was young. Like, I
It was
need to see something.
2024.
Okay, I
It
need to
was
see stuff
2024.
from 2025. And my thing is, do they know that the judge is not going to honor none of that stuff? He even said that he's not going to honor any of those videos because Ramika changed. So I don't know. I don't know why their people are just releasing these videos. And Carlos, if you, I know you peeking through the bushes. Open your page back up. Why you deactivate your page? Why you releasing all these videos? Stick it out with your chest. Like, open your page
Mm,
back up and take the criticism. If you want everybody to criticize Romika, open your page up so we can leave comments like we normally do. This is not a one-sided thing. Romika is not on trial.
mhm.
If she was so guilty, why is Holly locked up, Carlos? I need you to tell me that. I
Yep.
need you to go onto my Facebook and inbox me and tell me why Holly is still locked up. Tell me, let me know.
Yep. So let me ask you one thing before you go. So do you understand why he's not a credible witness? Because the folks don't seem
I
to understand.
Because he's a liar.
Yeah. Do you know where this video came from?
Didn't he send it out?
It's
Didn't he
his
record
phone.
it? It's his phone. He sent it out.
He's the
Nothing.
recorder.
He's the recorder. He sent it out. Like, so he's not credible. He's a liar. What did Romika always say? Why did you lie? Why do you lie so much? Tell me why you lie. He's not credible. He's biased, and what he's really doing is making it worse for Holly.
Hmm. He is.
Because if she was so scared or so, oh, I'm not into the drama, as soon as Romika would have been like, hey, it's Romika, why do you just hang up the phone? Because I would. I ain't got time for
Absolutely.
this.
I'm not finna
I would
argue
have hung
with
up the
you.
phone. I'm
And
I'm not, yeah,
I
I'm
would
not
have
going back and
too.
forth with you. I'm not going back and forth with you. Enjoy your time with my man or however you want to look at it. Don't call my phone. Why are you calling me? But
Yep.
they was playing with that girl. They was egging that girl on. And her family and her aunt, no ass, she's wrong too. Like, come on. Like, we not doing this. She's not coming home. They could put all these videos out all they want. She's not coming home. Holly is not coming home. She's going to be in there. She is not coming home. So they're not doing nothing. They're not doing anything. And I feel so bad for Romika's family to have to see this. It's like they burying that girl all over again. And that's not right. Like, that's sad. Like, that is so sad. I don't understand it. I can't fathom it. I'm shocked. I'm hurt for her. Like, even in death, she being defamed like this. Like,
Yeah. It's heartbreaking. It is. It's heartbreaking. But I will say this. You know what I'm saying? It's good for them to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's good. Keep on pushing them out because y'all are not proving anything.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Keep showing your hand because this proves nothing. And that's all y'all doing is showing your hand.
Exactly. That's it. That's all you're doing. Like, okay, this is what you went to. You're a nut. Why are you recording? Even the video with the when he was getting locked up, the cop said, you recorded this?
Yep.
Like, and you still got locked up. You still walked away in handcuffs. So you didn't do anything. So what in that video that justifies your actions? Or I need to see it. That's what I'm saying. I need to see something that happened in 2025. I need to see everything. Holly purposely waited 30 days after the TPO
Mhm.
was in effect to shoot Romika. Come on, everything was calculated. Everything, everything. That poor baby did not stand a chance, and I really hate this for her family. I don't like it, and I disapprove of it. I really do. I'm not with it
Well, thank
at
you so
all.
much for coming up.
Yes, I had to. I had to before start working. I had to. My chest was just heavy just ever since last night. I,
Yeah, me too. I get it because I was just like I couldn't believe it. I'm like y'all are trying so damn hard. It don't make no sense, and y'all
grasping
failing
at
each
straws.
time.
Grasping
Yes.
at straws. This is what you call grasping at straws. Like, it's not going to make any, it's going to make them look worse. Like, okay, what are you doing? What is this proving? When did this happen? Okay, this not doing nothing for me. I need something. I need more. I need more. I need more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe you. We need more people. Ain't that what JC said? Like, come on.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I said that last night on my live. Like, I don't believe you. You need more people because what's
Yes,
really good?
like
Like, it's not
show
making
me.
sense. And
It's
y'all,
not.
so far, y'all are not making it they are not making it make sense for me. You know what I'm saying?
It's
And I don't care how much y'all think it shows repetition. You know what I'm saying? Like, paperwork shows repetition against him. You know what I'm saying? But
exactly.
get out of
And
here.
through
If she
and
was
through
so
all of
bad,
this,
he should have put out paperwork on her.
exactly. And through all of this, we still 10 toes down for Romika. So you're not doing nothing.
Mm-mm.
Still 10
Nothing's
toes
changing.
down. Nothing is
Nothing's changing.
changing.
So,
When I seen that, I was
girl,
like, man, I did this before. It ain't about nothing. I did this before. Like, this is what happens when you're in a relationship like that. This is what happens. We all been there. We all no female can tell me that we all been there. I've been there. She was trying to get away. She got away. It just didn't plan out the way she wanted it to, but she will get her justice.
I
She
dropped it,
will.
Ebony.
She
One of
she
the
will
moms
get her
dropped the link to
justice.
see if Ebony she is. She's getting it now. It's already in process.
Already. But all
It's
right,
already
sis,
in process.
I gotta go.
All
So
right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe and warm.
thank you.
You're
See
welcome.
y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Ebony, I dropped it. Who in here? You changed me. Can you drop the link and see if Ebony can catch it that way? Let me see if I can give it to her like this. Yes, y'all. This is a lot. I'm finna see if I can send it to you, Ebony. I'm breathing hard, y'all. Oh, there you go. Ebony, I put it in your messenger on Facebook. You should be able to catch it that way. All right, cool. Um, but that's just it. I don't know why they think these videos is doing something. The highest points that all those videos did was make us resonate with Romika's story even more. All they did was prove that Carlos is the problem. Took Ro through hell for years. And when she was done, he couldn't take it. He felt like he was losing control. And old girl over there didn't like the fact that he was still trying to figure out her every move. She didn't like the fact that because yeah, you know, we gonna go on the other girl's Facebook page. We gonna do that, ain't we, right? And so she didn't like the fact that she'll see him outside Bromika house stalking. You know, when he was standing at the window or he was breaking her shit. Why you doing all of that if it's over? You don't do that type of shit when it's over. When it's really over, when you really done, you just leave. It's just peace. I'm gone. Whatever you got in mind, just keep it. Whatever I ever gave you, just keep it. You know what I'm saying? When you really done, that's what you do. You ain't worried about trying to get a garage door opener. Okay? You don't care about none of that. I'm starting to believe Tammy, aka No Ass, has a deep resentment and jealousy against Holly. You know, I try to pay that no attention because I'm gonna be real. If that was my niece, if this was my niece, number one, um, I will be controlling what actually comes out. I will control that. That's why I asked earlier. Do y'all see any of the content creators that support Romika putting out any personal videos that could come only from Meek's phone? I did send it to her through Messenger. She got it. I think I pressed in. Yeah, she got it. Hold on. Okay. So, and you're right, Special K. You're not trying to split anything. Matter of fact, you walk away and start over. You will leave it all. That video shows Holly was stalking Romika. Hey, Sabrina. You too, babes. Oh, there she go.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh,
Ebony.
let me turn this down. Oops. Okay. Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Hey, girl. Well, as far as that video, when the video start, Romika is already on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't know who called who.
Absolutely.
Um, and it was said that we were supposed to say that they never talked before. No, that's not what we ever said. We said they never met
Seen
in
each other.
person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So to me, that phone call, it made her, Holly, to me look stupid because you on the phone with Romika while Carlos is laying in the bed with Romika. So make that make sense. Like if he was just coming to get his son or to visit his son, why is he laying in the bed?
Clearly, supposedly, Ebony, that they was it because you could tell it's a hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
So clearly they was supposed to be celebrating Amir's birthday, right? But like I said, that girl knew they was together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You knew they was together. So if you really was trying to stay out the way and I'm just gonna let them co-parent, you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even entertain none of that.
Right.
You wouldn't have
Right.
like Hennessy just said. I would have hung up the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like just think about it. If Romika was the one that made the call to Holly, would you not have hung up the phone? Like, girl, don't call me with this shit. Shouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't call me with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, is Lil Los enjoying himself though? Yeah, he gonna have 2 baby mamas. That's what you was doing instead.
Mm-hmm.
But they want to put it out to the front. She was so soft spoken. I don't care how soft spoken she is. You catch shade in any voice.
Right. And antagonizing her too.
Yeah.
Like, why are you concerned about if Romika's son having fun? That ain't none of your business.
It was a game to her because see what she really knew already is that they was in a relationship. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
she knew that he had a woman.
Right.
So she was antagonizing the situation like, yeah, now he ours. You know what I'm saying? Now he belongs to both of us.
Right. And then when she asked him, was you in the club saying you her baby daddy? All he said back was, we'll see.
No, he didn't. He said, I guess, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah. Huh.
never no direct yes. And then he finally said when she hit him, he finally said yeah. Right?
Because
But
he was mad then.
he was mad. So I'm finna turn you up. Yeah, I did. So they say it's the second half to the video where she started throwing his shit out. And
Right.
and
Because still, what does that have to do with September the 8th?
nothing. Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Everything was always between that they show is between Romika and Carlos. Never anything between Romika and Holly. All she called us said, "You a bum. You a bum. Girl, you a bum."
Nuh-uh, let's fix that. Let's back it up. All she said, because you just said all she called and said. All she said was you a bum.
Yeah. All she said was, "You a bum."
Because you know they'd be like, look, Ebony said, all she called and
Mm-hmm.
said. Ebony said,
Mm-hmm.
she called and said, we ain't doing that.
Right. Because we don't know, because when the video started, they were already on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
we don't know who called who. As far as we know, she could have called Carlos' phone. Holly could have called Carlos' phone. And then Romika was like, let me talk to her. Or she could have called Romika's phone like she did when she called her talking about, can you tell him I left my robe? Remember that?
They said that she ain't do that.
Yes, she did.
They said she ain't say that.
Yes, she did.
Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, she did.
Mm-hmm.
She liked to antagonize. But I tell you what, if I was the aunts, since somebody said her name, if I was the aunts, I would tell her straightforward. When a nigga come pillow talking to you about his ex, his woman, whatever, he don't take you serious. Because if he was taking you serious, the conversation would not be about that other person. It's gonna be strictly on what y'all finna do and what y'all got going on. So when she did that never ever, I would never video, and she knew so much of that girl business, that's because he pillow talk.
Mm-hmm.
When that man, I listening to that video that just came out last night. When that man said we'll see, I'm going somewhere with this. He played her so many different times. He pillow talked and told her business. So why you think he won't go tell your business to the next one?
Right.
That's a big red flag. Why you think
Mm-hmm.
when y'all get together and y'all shack up and y'all in a relationship and he ready to go do what he gonna do, why you don't think he gonna go tell your business to the next one? That's what the aunt should have been telling, need to tell her niece, or should have been telling her niece. Another thing is, if she never heard that video before we did, you need to tell your niece that nigga was denying your child, because it's probably some shit that they didn't even know. They probably didn't even know she was being a fool for Carlos like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need to question him. Why would you even put some shit out like that to make my niece look like a fucking fool? Is you fighting for my niece, or is you fighting for yourself?
And Krisha, when I said, when she called, all Romika said, meaning when Holly called, all
Okay.
Romika said was, you a bomb, you a bomb. Because I really think Holly is the one that called. Holly called either Carlos' phone or she called Romika's phone.
For real. Yeah. And now for real, Kim, because that's the problem now. You know what I'm saying? Because you got people making it look like the shit that Holly was taking from him was okay. It wasn't. That shit wasn't even. We being fair here. Even the shit that he was doing to that girl, the way he was treating that girl, that shit was not okay. It was not
Right.
okay. And you got people really running around, running with it, making it seem like it's okay, making it seem like Romika felt a certain way because he had another girl pregnant. No, that girl felt a certain way as well when he said we'll see. That girl felt a certain way as well when he couldn't stand on yes, that's my baby mama, and I was telling motherfuckers in the club. You see what I'm saying? So like he was treating both of them away. And it's sad that people are out here really making it seem like he didn't, or he loved Holly, or he did. I don't feel like Carlos loved a motherfucker but itself. And when she get them, it's probably already. But when she get them years, he definitely gone. Y'all think he finna stand? Y'all think he finna stand 10 toes with her through all of that time that she is going to get? He's not. He's not. He gonna put some money on them books for a few minutes, a few months. That shit is gonna change soon as the next bitch come into his life.
In my opinion, I already think it's one.
It probably is. It probably is. But the problem, I promise you, the problem is like, because somebody, I'm still, because that kind of stuck in my head. I'm gonna be real with the unsee. Like, please wake up. Please wake up, because this is really not a bash Holly. This nigga did both of them women wrong. He did both of them women wrong. You know what I'm saying? So this is not a bash Holly session either. It's the nigga. The nigga was the problem. And he's still a problem today. Because he would not be releasing this type of shit. And then they got on there and they like, oh, how the hell is he not credible? Because he's not. He'll never be credible because he's doing this type of shit. The only person he is going to be credible for is himself. He's trying to remove himself from the situation. That's it, and that's all.
Right. Not credible at all. Because if you're innocent people don't act like this. Innocent people don't move like this.
No.
At all.
No. They pay that lawyer. They let that lawyer do the talking, and that's it. They don't have to have no YouTube, Facebook, TikTok lawyer. They are going to stay silent, and they're going to let the evidence talk for itself to get them cleared. That's it. That's all. The shit that he doing right now, it does not give innocent.
Yeah. And he's only a witness. Like, what witnesses do this? Like, no. Only guilty people do these type of things. Like, why are you giving people videos?
Yeah.
Why are you steady recording her? And then you wait until she get upset, and then that's the part you play. No, show me what happened before she got upset. What made her get upset? Because nobody just automatically be upset. It's something that gets them upset.
They said, and you're right. There is something that makes them upset, right? And the thing about it is they was like, oh, she mental. She needs some no, he needs some medicine because he's a liar. Sometimes people that lie, they need medication. We're not going to say she needed medication. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to say she needed medication for reacting. See, he's not showing the action. He's only showing her reaction. That says a lot.
Right. He needs some lie medication.
Hell yeah. For real. Some therapy, something. He needs to talk to somebody or something. Because the internet ain't doing it for you, dog. It's just not. It's not. It ain't doing it right. It ain't doing what you want it to do. For real.
Right.
And like I said, there was no love there. There was no love there. Probably for neither. You know what I'm saying? It was all, girl, stop playing. Because at the end of the day, I cannot see me being gone, me being taken away from our child, and you out here jumping on people that's dogging me for the simple. Oh, y'all act like Romika had it all together. Y'all act like Romika had it all together. You can look at her fingernails and she ain't got it all together. Look, simple shit like that. You are really giving giving information to the people that's dragging her, but you want to put, I miss her. Oh, I loved her. Oh, I talk to her like this all the time. Well, show us then.
Right. Because your actions show something different. And not only that, that still was your son's mother. How could you sit up here and allow the internet to tarnish her when you know that is not who Romika was? Because what does that say about him?
Yeah.
And he was with her for all those years.
For real. I couldn't even see it. Nope. I don't care how toxic the shit was. Because we could see it was toxic. We could see that they were both victims. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real. But we can see that I don't care how toxic it was. There was love at one point in time. And let me tell you something. When you love somebody and they no longer here, and you know what I'm saying? Like, Oh, y'all won't let me grieve. Nigga, you're not grieving because you're constantly putting shit out about her. Negative shit. You're not grieving. You don't want to grieve.
Right. But saying that he love her, he miss her, putting videos and pictures up on his Facebook. Like you doing that, but then your actions show something else.
Yes. That's narc behavior, y'all. That's what that is.
Right.
That's what that is. And then so who just said that? Hold on. I'm not sure. He's trying to get custody of his son. Everybody phone is tab. I cannot wait until 2027. I don't care how much he's trying to get custody of his son. It ain't gonna happen.
Right.
It's not gonna happen because he already have a track record. Then he out here putting out stuff about that baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, what makes him say if he was abusive to the mama? What makes him not be abusive to the child?
Right.
They not sure of that. They're not sure of that.
And because of everything that's going on, they looking at that like they thinking that it's the family that's keeping the son away from him. No, it's child protective services. They have to follow the rules of child protective services. Like it's all type of stuff that you have to do. You have to prove that you have a job. You have to prove that you have a roof over your head. You have to go to therapy and all kind of stuff.
Yep, you do. You really do. So I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story. But you know, I just want to know what makes Carlos so different from any other man. That he's being protected so hard. Right? I want to know that because I wish that somebody would over there would do a live on that. Like, what makes him different from any other man that y'all have seen a rap sheet on? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know they were abusive. What makes him different?
Right.
You know, because a lot of men was lied on. Okay? A lot of men was lied on by the very people that are protecting him, right? One being my husband. My husband was lied on.
Right. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? They said he gave me knots upside my head. That man ain't got. But have you had a speeding ticket? Have you had a parking ticket? Okay, let's stop playing out here. So what makes him different? Because it's innocent men being blamed. He ain't got a domestic violence charge. He ain't got a stealing charge. He ain't got a fraud charge. He ain't got no black and white. And he was lied on.
Right.
What makes Carlos so different? What do you think it is, Ebony?
I really don't know. It's so many things I could come up with. But I'm not gonna even say. What do you think it is?
The money. It's the money. That's it, and that's all. It's the money. This is a money grab because it ain't no motherfucking way that a group of people could actually follow somebody and believe them about people that has no black and white. But then when there is somebody that does, they act like that person never did shit. It's the money.
Yeah. And then they want to say like, well, y'all didn't know Romika. Y'all didn't know Romika. Well, y'all don't know Holly, and y'all don't know Carlos either.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So please make that make sense. We know Romika and her family just as much as y'all know Carlos and Holly and her family.
Yeah. And no relationship is perfect, right? Me and Zach argue. We don't fight, but we argue, and hopefully God let us argue till we 99 plus, right? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the end of the day, no relationship is perfect at all. But the ones that y'all know is bullshit, the niggas that y'all know ain't shit, y'all don't
Hmm.
want to talk about it. Y'all rather cover it up. Y'all rather sweep it under the rug. Y'all rather hide it. Because here's the difference. I said it last night. I got to say it again because y'all wasn't in here. Just think about it. This is not a group of people that's just saying women power, women stick together, women. We're not doing that because we saw Brianna do bullshit and we talked about it. We stood up for it. We saw a man being abused. So this is
Right.
not just a movement because it's a woman. It's a movement because it's the truth, because it's what we see.
Exactly.
Girl, please.
And
That's
it's
it.
just sad that everything has gotten so far off of focus.
It is off of focus. I agree. This is off of focus.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even though we talked about a lot of things and we talked about this has nothing to do with that date because it doesn't. It doesn't have anything to do with September 8th.
Right.
But this is still off focus. You know what I'm saying? And they're trying, and let me tell you, and every time they move it and they move it and they move it and they move it
Hmm.
and they move it and they move it. And that is what they're trying to do. They're trying to get away from the focus of that day, just like we watched them try to get away the focus of. And let me tell you something. It's so bad, and this is repetition. Uh, Girl, they don't want to talk about repetition because some of these content creators is doing repetition, right? Because when they don't like what you say, there's your background, right?
Right.
That's repetition. That's getting invested too much because somebody says something about you, right? It's let's call a spade a fucking spade. We watch them move the goalposts every time with Brianna. We watch them try to take it off her every time and focus on the fight, focus on the content creator, focus on y'all stop playing. That's
Right.
that's why I just don't understand it. Mm-mm.
Because, like, what does anybody that's covering the story background got to do with September the 8th? What does what anybody look like got to do with September the 8th? What does anything besides what happened on September the 8th got to do with September the 8th? Like, y'all putting out everything else besides why did Holly unalive that girl on September the 8th? Because she wasn't scared. She wasn't being attacked. She wasn't being ambushed. She wasn't blocked in or any of that. To me, I feel that Holly woke up that day with bull crap on her mind. And in her mind, she felt whenever I run into her, it's going to be a problem. Because Romika got back calm. Romika got in her vehicle. But see, that's not what Holly wanted. She didn't want Romika to get back in that car like she did. So she had to figure out a way to get her back out that car. And little did Romika know that this girl was going to do this to her. Like, who wakes up, get ready for work, drop their son off at school, and say, oh, it's finna go down before I go to work? Nobody. Nobody at all. Nobody thought, everybody was saying she wasn't going to jail. She went to jail. The pre-trial judge said, no, she's not getting out. The trial judge said, no, she not getting out. And this judge is going to say, no, she not getting out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I heard that little recording with her saying, like, oh, thank you guys so much. I really, really, really miss my son. And I'm not saying that's not true. I'm not saying that she don't miss her son. But guess what? Romika's son missed his mom that he will never see again. Like, what part is that not being registered in anybody's head?
Yeah, I don't know, cause girl, it's registering with us. Hey, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? But I think when we realize that some people don't want it to, that it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games, for them because this is a check, and I said it. This is content. It's not their real life, so they don't give a damn. They don't care. Anything they get, they just gonna rush to put it out. You know what I'm saying? Just because
Mm-hmm.
it's something new, it's something else. Oh, let me see what this do. Oh, I'm finna get a rise out of this. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's how them people think. And they don't even think far enough, just like Holly didn't think far enough September 8th. They don't even think far enough to know that that might not be a good idea. You know what I'm saying? That might not be something that I should put out
Right.
because it don't make them look good. Right? Somebody said, Aisha, Ebony, you're giving misinformation. It was a pretrial judge. The trial has not even started yet, if there's even going to be one. She,
Um, listen, what I said was the pre-trial judge said no, and Judge Clancy is the trial judge if there be a trial. He said no. That's all I said.
okay.
The first judge said no. I can't remember his name. And then the the regular judge has been assigned, which is Judge Clancy. He said no. So there's two judges that said no for her release. And this is not my opinion. These are facts that's on documents.
Okay. So maybe she didn't say it like that at first. And but now she's cleared it up.
Mm-hmm. And I did say that. I said the pre-trial judge said no. The trial judge said no, because if there is a trial, the judge that she has now is going to be the judge that does the trial. Whether it's a trial, a plea, an appeal, acquitted, or whatever, this is the judge that is assigned, Judge Clancy. So he also said no. So there's two judges that said no to her release.
More of the story, she ain't getting out of jail.
Yes.
And Sherry Blossom said Judge Clancy have been assigned to the case.
Thank you.
So I am that somebody. Absolutely. They're making a bag off of this. They're making a bag off of, they don't even care if they sending Carlos off. They don't even care if it's gonna make him look good or bad. They just want it and they just want to put it out.
Yeah, because her lawyer appealed it to the appellate court.
Hmm. It's okay. Ebony, you cleared it up.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay. Y'all, that's really all I had. Like I, we all know what's up. We all know the real. That's why we still here. That's why we not going nowhere. Um, they could keep putting shit out. Keep do it some more. Do it again. Do it again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not showing anything. It's not proving anything. It's not showing nothing but that girl was not scared. She didn't have no fear in her voice. She didn't say, "Would you please stop calling me?" if she had called 19 times that day? She didn't say, "Girl, can you please stop calling me?" She didn't. She did not send a call to voicemail. You know what I'm saying? Because if you call, you see what I'm saying? If
Right.
you call me 19 times, I know I didn't answer one of them times already, right? Or you call me, yeah. I think they said like 19 times. If you call me all them times, let me tell you something. At this point, you're going to voicemail. I'm not even finna answer to entertain you. So we know what it is. We know they're gonna spin it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna make it look real pretty.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but anyway, it's still justice for Romika Sherry Blossom. That's it. We finna tap up out of here. Thank y'all so much for coming. You too, sexy Mama Libra. Y'all enjoy y'all Sunday. Everybody where it's snowing at and raining and icy, y'all stay warm. Y'all stay safe. If y'all don't gotta drive, don't drive. Don't go nowhere. I stocked up, so we should be good in this house. Um, Lakita Walls, you said they know, them women know they've been in toxic shit and probably still is. What if it was their sis, mama, daughter? They will be going crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna put crazy in there for you. These
Right.
these the same women that's listening. These men seeing their abuse. Yep. hmm But you got to remember. These are some of the women that said their husband called them a bitch. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not trying to sound like I'm better than nobody because me and my husband do argue, but that man has never called me a bitch. Um, you know, hopefully it never gets that fucking toxic. You know what I'm saying? To where no. But some of these women have said they man called them a bitch.
Hmm.
Okay. They
Mm-hmm.
said they put their hands on their man. Um, You know what I'm saying? So some of these women is okay with women being called bitches by men. So it is what it is. Um, and that's what you have to remember. A lot of shit that they are comfortable with and they okay with, we are not. We are
Right.
not. And that was the problem. If y'all really want to know, that was the problem. She was tired. She was tired. He knew she was tired of doing all that fighting. He knew she was tired of being gaslit and all that shit. She was fucking tired.
Right. And she said that on one of her posts. She said that, I'm not scared anymore. And that she was moving on.
Oh, I know. You know what I'm saying? And can't none of them act like they ain't never been in one that was so toxic where they got scared, I mean, where they got tired and they was ready to go, and that ninja wouldn't let them go.
Mm-hmm.
That he ain't want to let go.
Right.
Okay, so at the end of the day, let's stop acting like this ain't real life. You know what I'm saying? Let's stop acting like your sister, your mama, your auntie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and these people ain't too old. They did it too. They did it
Mm-hmm.
too. Where y'all think we learned it from?
Right. Right.
Hmm. So they can pretend all they want, but this is real life. I'm getting up out of here, y'all. Y'all can go ahead and drop them pink hearts, and we finna ride out. Thank you so much for coming up, Ebony.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Um, Creature, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
to inbox you on my other, because I didn't get that because I'm locked out of that one. I didn't really want to
Okay.
say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I. Yeah. Just inbox me. I. I knew. I kind of knew that.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm. All
All
right.
right. Bye, y'all.
See you later.
Hands up, face down, face down.
One night only, I'm from out of town. New rules, we ain't waiting on it. True words. Tell my hater I said. Tell your bitch I said. And them bitches that strange with all them messages drinking my shit. She ain't fucking, she ain't sucking what she doing out. She don't know me out. She said she in her pants. Yeah, I'm in her pants, but I want to get in her pants. So she thinking fuck, but she picking her tongue out. She said she don't fuck with rappers. I'm like, what you talking about, bitch? I said, fuck, fuck. I don't like them all out. When the money come from cause I'm trusting Mr. Brick. One stick, I don't trust the one that be a man. Scorpio, when I put the like a bitch, watch your twerk. Y'all niggas work. Pound that niggas, we put you in the fucking game. With the light, what on your own, you can jump on what? I'm in the bitch, you said my bitch, you want to. I like your vibe. And if I my rookie, though, he got a fuck too. Now put your little fingers up his screen. Nigga, man, all 20 20 watch summer chores. Little watch shit, don't let them cool. School, you how to look like. I'm flooding, I'm like a football.